So outrageous the toll. You can lose all you have. You refuse to give in to the down that takes all. To survive, you must have the will. How this movie doesn't end the way we want all the time. And he shouts at the moon, she's gone. Fears overcome. He was walking in my. He was walking alone. How
Hey everybody, welcome to Funk Dunk Plays Season 2, Episode 3, where we will approach the plot, I think, maybe.
Plot?
I'm hoping we might actually start to do things.
Well, we did some things.
Yeah.
For a quick rundown, we solved a pooping problem.
She didn't actually poop yet, so I don't know.
Well.
She may have as a horse.
She may have.
We solved a pooping problem. We totally blue-balled a necromancer.
We escaped the Supermax prison. Started a
Escaped
zombie
the
riot.
Supermax prison, started a zombie riot.
I have to ask a question. I know Eliza is a cunt, but is it also on brand for her to be so remarkably disinterested in who she's talking to? Like, what race is this? What's its name? Anything.
Yeah, no, I figure she's killed so many people that she doesn't really. I mean, even then, I haven't really described her species or her appearance yet because we just jumped right in.
Mm-hmm.
Serpentine. She's a Yuan Ti, which is a half snake, half human race. Their origin, which you can find in Volo's guide, it said that way back when there were a group of humanoids who did some kind of ritual to summon snake gods and make themselves be part snake. So they see themselves and any serpentine people as being superior to everyone else, that they are more divine and more important than other species, to varying degrees. They, I guess, can respect that other species have sentience, but still see them as sub-Yuan Ti. So between that and being I hadn't expected her to be as much of a crazy psychopath as she's turning into, but since we started off by saying she murdered an entire family, I'm just rolling with it. And yeah, she's apparently such a crazy murderer that people don't really matter to her that much, especially if they're not Yuan Ti or Serpentine.
Yeah. They're Yuan Ti and non-Yuan Ti. That's the two categories.
To be fair, I had two ways of going with that initial accusation because it could have been a setup if she didn't do it.
Yeah.
But you just embraced it so wholeheartedly and just okay.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, I guess the carryover between this character and Kenobi is boundless confidence and rolling with stuff. She's just a lot more evil and crazy. And if she encounters a Yuan Ti, her reaction will be quite a bit different from her just generally aloof and contemptuous way she views everyone else.
Mm-hmm. No, I was just curious, what to expect. Okay, she doesn't give a crap. Good.
Yeah.
We're at the end of my detailed notes, so now we're getting into the really fun part of I have no idea what I'm doing.
Same though. I imagine I'm I'm walking her towards our destination
Okay.
right now.
We're going to church.
We're going
The
to
Church of the Traveler.
Yes.
Get some churching for our heathen souls.
Do you have any like flavor text for explaining what this church is about, Sean, or you want me to take all of this, the brunt of it?
You know it better than I do, I think.
I don't exactly know the building of the church itself, or how this whole how
I
is
kind of
it
headcanon like a Notre Dame kind of looking place, but
yeah.
that's me.
I wasn't thinking quite that big, but I was definitely thinking big stone, classic style church. Mm-hmm. You know, not like a modern strip mall church. Definitely. You know, big stone building, arches. You know, parapets.
Statues of naked people.
Yeah, statues of naked people. Like,
But it's religious, so it's...
yeah, it's religious, so they're
moral.
like naked, but their genitals are small. Except for the boobies. All the boobies are huge.
Good butts too.
Like, all the best butts.
So I'm gonna walk up to something that looks like a church. I don't know if you have any kind of reaction to this.
No, not really. I mean, she's following along. She's been trying to figure out, like, exactly what, you know, its deal is, and she's gotten, like, some information from the hotel, so... Because she still doesn't fully trust the idea that anyone would want to rescue her for any reason,
Yeah.
so...
Yeah, I guess.
But she does like murdering lots of people and creating chaos.
So I guess, like, I want to get to the good part of the church. Do I have to go into the church and then there's like
And just go through the secret back
further
door.
in or something? Yeah. How is this set up in your mind, Sean?
Alright, well, after you go in and, like most churches, it is, you know, like one really big, you know, room, with an altar and, you know, pews and all that good stuff. But there's also a rather unassuming door around the middle of the left wall. And it looks like it just goes to, like, you know, a mop closet or something. Because you gotta wash a church, you know.
Oh, yeah.
But if you open that door, that rather unassuming door, you will find it goes off into a side hallway. And I'm assuming that you have a key to it.
One would assume,
Because
yeah.
you wouldn't necessarily want to have your door to your secret quasi-illegal mercenary operation just unlocked so the general public can walk in. You know, that's like, what?
Yeah, and
No,
I would
what if-
assume that its clothing kind of looks like someone who works at the church anyway.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, like
the
like a low-level monk or some shit.
yeah, the uniform I'm wearing, that is on some title card of some episode, is the official church uniform, and it's like low key everyone that is sort of associated with the church is wearing day to day, like just walking around.
Yeah, so it
Yeah,
looks like you're just leading me out back to meet the priest or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, and as you're walking through, you do see other members of, you know, there aren't any services going on right now, but there are still people there, you know, milling about churches, and you see other like, you know, member of the church, and they smile and greet you with a polite "get lost,"
Yes.
which is, you know, it's just one of those sort of like, it's their version of "bless you," you know, get
It
lost.
is.
You know, because the traveler, god of chaos, and you return, you the other, and get lost as well. You know,
Get lost, my brother.
And, yeah,
Okay. So
and you go through, you go open the the locked door and walk through. This, at first it's kind of a narrow hallway, and then it sort of expands, and you kind of realize that there's a lot more to the back of this building than you can possibly see from the street. Because once you get past where the altar would be, it opens up into a rather large hall with people dressed very similar to you, milling about, doing various tasks, having, quiet conversations among themselves for whatever reason they need to. No one acknowledges you. If you're not, you just walk in, and literally no one even looks up when the door opens and you walk in.
Yeah.
They're just, it seems to be there under the impression that if you're there, you're supposed to be there. So what does it fucking matter?
Yeah. It would be very unusual to wear that uniform for anyone but someone who belongs there. So
exactly, if you had walked in,
you can't buy that at Hot Topic. So.
Yeah, if you had walked in wearing a gorilla costume, they'd probably notice.
Mm-hmm.
But no, you're just another member of the group. Walked in, okay.
Yes.
If they were needed for something that you were a part of, then they would expect you to come up to them and tell them that,
Exactly.
But yeah.
So
there's tables. I'm using a bunch of long tables, but they're not they look like dining tables, but they don't have any food on them. A lot of them have various maps and papers and stuff like that, as little various groups of people are plotting out what they're going to do in, various missions and stuff.
Okay.
General preparations for the stuff they do.
This doesn't make sense yet for anyone listening, but it will, I hope.
I hope so eventually. I hope I'm not totally going off script with what I'm describing.
No, absolutely not. It's just we're gonna have to do some splaining in the future.
Oh yeah, but I mean,
taking a Dice Funk Season 1 approach.
Well, one thing that I know we did talk about was not doing big exposition dumps for the sake of an exposition dump. Letting things come more naturally. So, yeah, that's what I'm the direction I'm trying to go with it.
All right. So, what I told Eliza, I keep saying Elisa, I'm sorry. Eliza, is that I am going to introduce her to the few, which are the church's leaders. And in my mind, there's 3 of them. And
makes sense.
I would probably know where they usually hang out.
Yep, there is a council room of sorts.
Mm-hmm.
And if you you go to the back of that room, the big hall you're in, there is a staircase leading upwards that would bring you to a door which is guarded. And fun fact, these guards are not in the same uniform as everyone else, because they are in fact mercenaries. They are not actually members of the many.
Yeah.
They are employed by the few for a not insignificant sum of money in order to provide an outside level of security.
Mm-hmm.
However, they recognize the uniform. They recognize that you are who you are, and they basically just sort of nod you through.
They are the guys that don't acknowledge the philosophy of the church. Basically.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, they're hired thugs, basically.
Mm-hmm. You gotta have hired thugs. So.
Exactly. They're goons.
Beefcakes.
And they also would not hesitate in a millisecond to cut your head off.
Mm.
And then explain it later.
It's very Eliza.
Yes.
All right.
But they nod you through. There's it's a not really huge room, but there is a arced table, like an arched table, like a semicircle. And there are 5 chairs, but only the middle 3 are occupied by 3 figures who are currently in the middle of a conversation. In the center of it is a rather tall and imposing changeling, who you know is named Gold. To his right is an elf of indeterminate age,
But hot.
with what?
But hot.
Yeah.
They're all hot elves. And this elf is known as Silver, and the other side is a rather stately-looking elderly halfling named Copper. And they are known as the Few, and they are also known as the leaders of the many. They are known to the many to be their leaders.
One would hope.
Otherwise, why are they in this council room?
Right.
When you enter the room, they stop their conversation and they look up, and Gold addresses you and says, are we to assume the mission was a success?
I'm gonna step forward. I assume there's some kind of protocol.
There's a particular salute, perhaps.
Yeah. It's very goofy. No.
It involves both hands and one leg.
It's, as soon as I think of something, I'm gonna let you guys know. But yeah, I do that. And I say, it was done. It brings before you the Yuan-Ti, Elisa Edelblut. And a gesture for you to step forward.
Okay, I'll step forward and I do kind of a casual wave hello. Not saying anything yet.
You're not trying to copy the salute?
Nah.
Yeah.
She might pull a muscle if she tried it.
Yeah, it takes practice.
That's the actual thing. You can't be a full member until you can do the salute without injuring yourself.
Yeah, I'm still
Then they
kind of
know you're
sizing
ready.
these guys up because I'm not sure exactly who they are or, everything that's going on here.
The halfling looks at you and says, well, the few have heard that you're quite talented in certain aspects of, looks down at a piece of paper again and goes, oh yeah, murder. Is that true?
Yes.
Can you do a good kill?
Yes, I would say so, yes.
Oh, lovely. And he, makes a note on the piece of paper.
He ticks a box.
like confirmed, can kill. And then the, Silver, the elf, is just what? No, he isn't. Because that voice hurts my throat too much to have it done
And he
a lot.
says, what? And then he coughs and his voice goes back to normal.
But he goes, what? Oh, excuse me, I'm sorry. Whew. Bit of an upper respiratory infection, I'm afraid. So, are you good at killing people and not getting caught? That's the question. Because you did get caught after killing people.
It's never been about the secrecy before now, but I think I can. Yes. I mean, unless you're gonna put me in a uniform, no one would know you were involved.
Well, the kind of the whole point of having a uniform is to wear it. Wouldn't you agree?
Not if you're trying to keep yourself secret.
That's a good point. I haven't really thought of that. Maybe we should get rid of the distinctive uniform that our priests and our assassins wear. What happens at this point is Gold looks over at Silver and goes, "You don't need to be sarcastic. It is unbecoming." "Oh, well, I just thought I'd bring a little levity to the situation. It's always so stuffy in here." "So, we're offering you, in exchange for busting you out of the most secure prison on the planet, is a job, and we believe this might actually interest you."
Go on.
"Well, we've had spies watching you for a while, finding out what what you want out of this life. And, we come across artifacts of ridiculous magical power every now and then. And perhaps we could, eventually find a way to help you with your self-image issue."
Okay. Go on.
She's saying that a little more quietly because she knows that that's like her personal motivation and issue, but having someone else aware of it kind of insults her pride, so...
"No need to take offense, young lady. But you see, we need someone with talented indiscriminate violence, and you have goals of your own. And, perhaps we could work together."
Okay. What are you suggesting?
"You work for us. Kill people in interesting ways, that sort of thing. And
This guy's very
we'll
blunt.
keep Yes, he is.
Perfect.
And we'll keep up an eye out, especially for anything which could help you with your concerns."
I mean, yes, of course. I'm interested. How large scale are we talking for these murders?
It entirely depends on the contract.
Mhm.
Could be one person, could be an entire village.
Village, yes. Yes, that would be worth a try. You see, the gods are quite fond of blood sacrifice. So, the larger the better. Yes.
Well, excellent. Right. Oh, no, I have it here somewhere. Here. Oh, wait, whoops, that's not it. No. He's going through different, like leafing through all these different papers. No. Oh, there it is. And he takes a piece of paper and pushes it to the other side of the table. He goes, "There it is, your standard blah 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 contract, la la la. You kill for money, we do a thing. You know how it goes." And there is a pen with a quill nearby. And, yeah, it looks like a standard boilerplate of, you agree to work for us in exchange for X amount of gold and X amount of room and board, with the added rider that they would actively seek out any magical items that could help you with your personal issue.
Damn, I botched that. Oh well. I was gonna roll an investigation to see if I could, see if there was any clauses in there that would be screwing me over, but I guess that one means that I just look at it, shrug, and sign it.
Yeah, basically you look at it and you're like, well,
Whatever.
It looks good to me. Yes.
Okay, so I signed the thingy.
yeah. Ah, excellent. Alright, well, now you're legally bound to it. Here. And he hands you a key on a little key ring with, like, a panda on it. It's an adorable cartoon panda. And he goes,
Hardened
You're
killers.
you're the key to the facility. Allow you to get in and out. Otherwise, it would be difficult for you to do your job. If you couldn't get in. I mean, really.
I understand.
Alright. Well, I think that's about it. What do you think, lads? And Gold's just like, yes, we do appear to have concluded the day's business.
Are there any missions now, or should I rest? I could use a little recovery before the next slaughter.
Yes. You there? And he points to, it. He goes, bring this one to the communal quarters. Get a good night's sleep, and, there'll probably be work for you in the morning.
I do the salute again and lead her out.
And when we go there to rest, I think I need to cast Find Familiar again, because I'm going to say that when I went in that Dispel Magic barrier, it got rid of my familiar, so I will cast that again during this rest to get my little animal buddy back.
Oh.
And tell us who your familiar is, what your familiar is.
Okay, yeah, so where it's like a familiar, it's like a fey spirit that is taken the form of like an animal, so I don't have to worry about breathing issues. So I've got an octopus named Wingless, who is like my headcanon. He's like a kind of like semi-transparent, whitish blue, crystally kind of colored octopus, who of course talks like Squiggly. If you followed some of our earlier podcasts and stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
So
how big is he?
Oh, about the size of my head, I think. Although, like an octopus, he can squeeze into small places.
Okay, so he was a little octopus at the point.
Yeah.
We're not talking about like the frickin' Kraken.
Yeah, no. He's small enough to ride on my shoulder.
Okay. Does he smell?
Um.
I'm just curious because, that's...
Yeah, like, I'm not sure where it's a face spirit, if it would have a smell to it or not.
I'm just curious because, like, if he has a very strong, like, fish odor or whatever, that could be something that had to be taken into account.
Yeah, no, I wasn't. Like, I was thinking it was just like kind of like a spirit, but it's taken like a solid form in the shape of an octopus. But otherwise, like, I don't think it would have much of a smell to it, and it doesn't have to breathe.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, is she a mercenary now or a member of the church?
I assume I'm a contract mercenary like the other ones they had in the room.
Yeah, I'd say right now a contract mercenary with the potential for advancement.
Okay. Okay, so it's just her entire deal is different than me. So that's
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Because she wouldn't be just automatically made a member of the church. She'll get initiate like immediately.
And I've also got my own god who I'm not about to give up because he's kind of the source of my magic.
Yeah.
That's not my goal, like to I'm not a what are those people called, a fanatic or anything. But I'm gonna probably inform you at length about how great the traveler is. So
yeah, we're gonna be angry at each other about
my
our
god could
differences.
Beat up your god.
My god can stranglehold your god. He's a snake.
Oh, you don't even want to know. Okay, cool.
My god will wrap himself all around your god and just squish him.
My god will just drop a goat on your...
My god can unhinge his jaw and swallow your god whole.
I don't know what mine can do, but cool stuff. Okay, so I bring her to wherever these people stay. These people.
Yeah, it's a communal barracks, basically. Mm-hmm. Everybody's beds are basically the same, and there's row after row of beds.
Are church members and recruits in the same barracks, or do I have my place in a separate
I'd say they're all in the same barracks because...
For efficiency reasons.
it makes it very difficult to get a clandestine wank in. But other than that,
I would imagine that me and my fellows aren't really about that. So.
Well, I'm just saying, if you were there, for your whole life, everyone goes through puberty.
Yeah, I suppose so. I am in my back in my normal appearance, of course, and I don't know if Eliza is interested at all, but if she would, look at it a little closer, she would notice that it's kind of impossible to tell whether this is a guy or a girl. It's
okay, so I guess if we're gonna have a downtime scene, so we're sitting in the barracks. I figure I'm casting this like sitting in the corner or something, casting this find familiar spell to get my Quigless back, and I also call over one of the servants, give him some money, tell him to go into town and pick up my other items from my
servants?
sheet. I mean, I would assume it's a church. Do they? I don't know. Some poor bastard. I'm gonna
serve your shit in the barracks.
Well,
Okay.
I actually, no. I think that the acolytes themselves would clean the barracks.
Yeah, I mean, there's got to be some peasant wandering around here.
You just tell a member of the church, a random member, to do your shit.
Yeah, to go shop for
That's
my
you.
other items. Well, yeah, I'm
And you know what? They probably would do
They
it.
do it, yeah.
They just go this. They just be like,
I have a very
"This
high
shall be
persuasion
done," and
stat.
walk off and just do it.
Yeah.
I can just roll my +8 persuasion, tell him to go to town, I give him a bag of money, tell him to go buy the other items I have on my list that I assume were confiscated from me when I was in the prison. So,
Yeah.
my physical weapons, quarterstaff and dagger. I've also got proficiency in a gaming set, and a while back on Twitter I had tweeted to get a poll to see if what gaming set I should have. I think people decided I should have Magic the Gathering cards. So I've got a deck of those, although I also want to have a travel game of snakes and ladders that I can challenge people to duels to the death with. So I've got, servant, acolyte, someone going off and getting those. I'm casting my spell, and you're there.
No, I'm watching you while stroking my owl.
Okay, so I'm sitting there casting my,
I have an owl.
and you're stroking it.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm casting my spell. I'll look over you and...
So, what are you anyway? I never did ask.
It is not sure it understands the question.
Okay, let me put it this way. Do you have a dick?
Occasionally, when it suits the mission,
That is
and it must write its name in the snow.
it can.
Cool. Okay. So you're some kind of changeling, I guess. Seems handy.
It is what it is. But yes, it is commonly referred to as a changeling. And you are a snake.
I try. So what do you do for fun around here?
It's a fucking good question.
she's gonna challenge your notions of what a boring person you are.
Yeah, apparently. It is not sure it understands the question.
Do you even enjoy anything? Do you get any pleasure from these skills? From, watching a mortal life drain through your hands?
I imagine you can see, a flicker in its eyes. You don't know what it means. Pleasure. Pleasure is a futile concept. Everything is chaos. There is no rhyme or reason to anything.
Well, that doesn't mean you can't enjoy it.
It won't begrudge you enjoying whatever you do. It is not its place to enjoy.
Fun life you've got there.
It is simply what it is. The traveler is all that matters.
So what does the traveler want?
Chaos. Change. For things to never stay the same. No other god has that kind of power.
How many gods have you met?
None.
Exactly.
You have met a god.
Where do you think my powers come from?
It was not a question.
Okay. Yes. Yes, I have met a god.
What is so special about this one?
I like his spirit. You know, he doesn't take any shit, and neither do I. You know, it's a brutal world that we live in, and if someone gets in your way, then you're either going to kill them, or they're going to trample you. And I would rather not be trampled. I choose to stand for myself.
You are serving the traveler in your own ways, whether you realize it or not.
Well, good for him.
He might reward you one day.
Well, I'll look forward to that, I guess.
The time comes for all of us when we meet the traveler on the road. What happens? Change.
I see. It's very vague.
It is. Chaos does not have to be concrete. It just has to happen. And that is our goal. As much of it as possible.
Oh, I love that sentiment. You guys just want to fuck shit up. Oh, that's wonderful. Watch the world burn.
It is very glad to see you seem to enjoy our deepest beliefs. I'm just gonna keep stroking my owl for a while.
That's what they call it.
Yeah, I'm just sitting here doing weird hand motions that are a ritual that's gonna create my familiar. And also get rest in this rest time and stuff. So that I can recover my one spell slot that I used up.
I would, I think, at some point, wander off and look for the next big thing to do.
What? You want a mission? A deep mission? Oh, you mean a missionary? I prefer doggy. Someone, would assign them based on,
Skill level.
skill level and talents and all that.
Mm-hmm.
So, if you had a relatively new recruit, they might be given a simplistic mission, whereas people who had been in the order for a long time and were more trusted could be given more difficult missions, and then people who were just not liked at all were given suicide missions. Always shitting his pants Jeff was not a good fit for the group, and he got kicked out.
Aw, but he had other talents. It was such a shame.
They gave him a shitty mission.
Yeah, it was the shittiest mission. There's probably a market for, a mission involving a guy just shitting everywhere. There's gotta be a thing where that's useful.
Yeah, that'll make a lot of chaos.
Yeah, that's exactly what we
He
want.
could just be the mad pooper.
Okay, well, I know what your mission's going to be.
Oh no.
Bringing it back to episode 1. How will they poop? Where will they poop?
The overarching theme of this campaign is going to be poop.
Yeah, 5
The
elements.
first season was fucking. The second season is shitting.
Yeah, we base them on bodily functions.
Yeah.
Just
Fuck,
said-
shit,
yeah.
and then up will be a 3rd season.
Yes.
Third season will be what? What did you say? The third season will be?
Fuck shit up. That'll be our trilogy.
The third season will be your character will be old and regretting your life having gone past you, and then someone's going to try to steal your house.
But then we have
So
flying
you're going to
house.
attach a lot of you're going to attach balloons, but instead of like going to one place, you're going to treat it like an airship, and you're going to fly around the world,
Yep.
going wherever you wanted.
With an annoying kid sidekick who may or may not be Dave.
May or may not.
Dave isn't annoying.
He'd be like a 10 years younger Dave.
That dude is probably annoying. So
But yeah, I was going to say that after Elisa, Ed, after Ed finishes her incantation and summons her magical squid,
Yep.
then I assume you guys eventually stop bickering about religion and actually get some rest.
it was a pleasant conversation, I would say.
Yeah, I mean, like, I admire your god, but I'm not abandoning my god.
No.
Yeah.
Now that I kind of know what his deal is.
Mutual God Appreciation Society. Yeah. All right. Upon awakening and doing your normal whatever morning routines, getting some breakfast, because that hall that had been full of people going over maps and documents and shit the previous day is now laid out with a full breakfast spread.
Mm-hmm.
And you can just get some breakfast, normal stuff, nothing extravagant, but you got toast and eggs and some some bacon,
Blood pudding.
blood pudding for the blood pudding god.
The table is set up very chaotically, I hope.
Yes,
The plates are all upside down.
yeah. All of the
The forks are on the wrong side of the plates.
all the bowls already have milk in them, but there's just cereal next to
Oh,
it, so you can
God.
pour the cereal in second.
Oh, that is the worst. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's totally
they-
them.
They're agents of chaos. What madness is this? Who puts the milk in first? No!
Okay.
Yeah, so
Probably have a little bit of breakfast, but I'm not making a big deal out of it. It's just a thing I have to do, to
well, yeah,
stay
you're
alive.
just eating.
Yeah.
Yeah, it provides sustenance. And
No
as
conversation or anything.
as you're silently eating next to each other, another member of the order walks up behind you and doesn't even bother tapping your shoulder, just puts a dossier between your plates. And on it just says, on the front of it, it just says classified mission information.
Very
And
inconspicuous.
that's it. Yep. Basically, it's that simply there so that everyone knows, don't go sharing this
Yeah,
information.
of course.
Yeah, after sharing all the secrets, Jeff let everything out that one time.
Oh my god, that guy. Glad we got
What
to
guy?
him. Sharing all the secrets, Jeff.
Oh,
We got to him early, though.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, he's one of the zombies in the courtyard now.
yep. No more secrets.
No more secrets.
If you want
I
to
will wanna.
look at the dossier,
I want it very much.
there is surprisingly little information in it.
It's
but-
very on brand.
Yeah. But it just states that over the last 2 weeks, buildings and even parks and just all places all around town have been horribly disfigured. by someone spreading ridiculous amounts of human feces everywhere.
Yep, nice.
Let's recruit this guy.
Your mission, and you cannot refuse it, is to kill the Unipooper.
This mission is the shit.
So outrageous to toll.